welcome to Weekend Update. I know that it's only Wednesday, but we decided to bring you something fun. Tonight is going to be filled with some of my favorite people, and we're going to bring you some special things like sports, some money management, some how to date during the holidays, and my very personal favorite, we're going to be cooking with Kristin. To kick us off tonight, I want to send us to the Wisdom Corner with Pastor John. So, Pastor John, what do you have for us tonight?
Hey, Student Ministries, welcome to Wisdom Corner with Pastor John. I'm Pastor John. Hey, I just wanted to give you a few nuggets of wisdom so that you can tuck them away during this particular season. Let's start with parties and friends, okay? Here's the nugget of wisdom. If you're the smartest person in the room, then you are in the wrong room. All right, now think about it. If you don't get this one, you're probably not going to get any that follow. Be careful who you hang with this holiday season. Hey, let's talk about animals. Are any of you thinking about getting a new pet during the holidays? Well, let me tell you this. Dogs look up to you, cats look down on you, but what I've learned is that pigs just look you in the eye and treat you as an equal. Think about it before you get that pet. Hey, speaking of animals, here's another nugget of truth. Never climb a tree with a porcupine in it. Choose a different tree. This applies to those of you that might be going hunting in the upper part of Michigan. Speaking of animals again and climbing, did you know that the higher a monkey climbs, the more you see of his behind? Wow, lost my breath there on that one. Pride has a backside and it's never very pretty. Let's talk about circumstances that you're in. Everything happens for a reason, but let's be honest, sometimes the reason is that you're stupid and you make bad decisions. All I can say is we all better own our decisions. Talking about relationships, you know, pleasing everybody's absolutely impossible. I think you know that. But do you know that making everybody angry is a piece of cake? Think about that one for a little bit. Do you have a decision that you're trying to make over the holidays? Well, let me tell you this, you can't cross the sea by standing and staring at the water. Kind of like my dad used to teach me, it's hard to steer a parked car. Well, finally, let me give you one more nugget of truth about the church. Going to church doesn't make you a Christian any more than going into a garage makes you a car. So get into a relationship with Jesus Christ this Christmas season. Well, that's it. This has been Wisdom Corner with Pastor John. Thanks for joining me. Have a great holiday.
Thank you, Pastor John, for those words of wisdom. All I heard was something about a monkey's butt and climbing up a tree. Don't know what those two things have in common, but hopefully you get it. Next, I want to kick it to my friend Adam Sharp. If you don't know who he is the former youth pastor, RIP, and currently the associate pastor. No one knows what he does. But anyways, Adam, you got us for sports tonight?
Thanks, Christian. Well, this is sports, and I like talking about two teams. So, the Nebraska Cornhuskers and the Dallas Cowboys. Let's take a look at how they're doing. As you can see, we're terrible. Let me break it down a little bit further for you. The Cowboys have 4 wins. I have no idea how we have 4 wins, but we have 4 wins and 9 losses. For the Nebraska Cornhuskers, we have 2 wins and 5 losses. So let me break that down for you, sports fans. That means no playoffs, no bowl game. We're terrible. Back to you, Christian.
Thanks, Adam. I think I'm in the same boat. My Bengals have only won 2 games, but the Buckeyes are doing just great. Next, we are sending you to Pastor Ryan and Pastor David for some money management tips. Now I'm going to let you in on a little secret. Pastor Dave does a lot around here. We wouldn't have the things we have without him. And Ryan, well, Ryan is just Ryan. We love him, but he hangs out with adults. So we'll see what they have to say. Pastor Ryan, Pastor Dave?
David, I just can't figure it out. How do we save more money for Christmas?
Ryan, this is way too complicated. You know, I don't know what all these symbols and letters and all that's all about. It really just comes down to this. Save more, spend less, and you'll have more money for Christmas and everything else.
My mind is blown, and I hope yours is too. This has been Money Management with Pastor Ryan and Pastor David. Back to you, Christian.
Thank you for that money management. I gotta save money, I gotta not spend money, and I'll be able to have more money. That seems about right to me. So, next in our agenda is cooking with Kristin. Can't wait to see what you got over there. I'm gonna come down and taste it here in just a bit. Kristin.
Hello, and welcome to the kitchen. I'm so glad you're here with us today because we've got a great Christmas recipe for you. Now, around the holidays, everyone gets stressed out, right? Especially moms and dads. So whoever does the cooking in your household might need you to make a meal. And I want to give you a simple, quick recipe to keep on hand just in case. Because honestly, this is the best way we can serve our families, by cooking them dinner. So, we're gonna cook some Christmas sushi today. Now what you need is some rice, some marshmallows, some Pop-Tarts, candy cane, obviously green frosting, some syrup, peppermint bark, Teddy Grahams, and a few spices. I do want to clarify, none of these products are sponsoring today's message, so don't blame them for anything. All right, here we go. So I cooked the spaghetti already, and it's nice and sticky. So you're gonna lay it out. Good little base for some sushi here. Love some noodles. You know, I cooked it like an hour ago, and it's cooled off, but maybe don't wait till they get so sticky to lay them out flat like this, because yeah, that looks great. I think we're doing really well. Okay, next, you've got your base layer. We might need a few more. We're gonna roll it. We need it to be like nice and wide. Yeah. Don't mind the burnt ends on mine. Had some trouble getting it into the pot, but that's my problem, not yours, hopefully. All right, so next we are going to add some Christmas color with this green Christmas dye. And you can be pretty generous with this because all the rest of the color is red or brown. So I'm a fan of just layering it on. Make sure they know that you put this frosting in there. You might be wondering why I have so many sugary products out here. Well, it's Christmas, and what a better time to eat sugar. This is not the time for a diet. If your parents complain that all you fed them was sugar, tell them I don't diet and neither should you, because it's Christmas and that's what we eat is sugar only. All right, next, we're gonna lay out these peppermint sticks like so. This is the taste of Christmas, the flavor of Christmas, if you will. Next, I got some cinnamon sugar Pop-Tarts. So we're just gonna smash them up in here. Cinnamon sugar, truly, it just warms the heart, right? When I drink something cinnamony, or I eat a Pop-Tart, my heart is just warm, full of joy. So why not put that in our Christmas sushi? Yeah. So there's that. Now I know it's getting a little full, but I think that's okay. Because, you know, we can always just eat it with a fork if we have to. Oh, I already crushed this peppermint bark. So you need to crush up your peppermint bark slightly, not too much, because you want it to still be chunky so they know it's in there and they can taste the flavors. I did get the dark chocolate and peppermint bark because dark chocolate is good for the heart. So there you go. That's your healthy food tip for the day. Make sure that's in there. Now we need a little bit more crunch. Right now we have a lot of soft foods. That's where the Teddy Grahams come in. These are honey for a different flavor. So I'm just gonna sprinkle some of those in. Yes, just like that. That'll be a little good surprise for them. And then who doesn't love the taste of the rainbow, right? And Lucky Charms, magically delicious. It's a leprechaun, not an elf, but I thought it was festive enough to partake in these marshmallows specifically. And just adds a little color to your meal. And then finally, we have our spices and sauces. So maple syrup. If you watch Elf, you know that one of the 4 main food groups is syrup. And we would be remiss to not include that in our own dish. Really hope this doesn't go on the counter, but use a wider space for yourself. Okay, and then cinnamon. Seriously, the flavor of Christmas. You can't get enough of this stuff. Just Yeah. Add that in as much as you want. Smells really good. And then ground cloves. They also smell like Christmas, and that's how I picked them. You know, sure, why not? Add some cloves in there. And then finally, for those family members that are a little more on the spicy side than the sweet side, you might want to just add in an extra punch at the end. And that is where these paprika peppers come in. So a little kick to surprise them with. Now, I wouldn't put too much on there because your grandma might take a bite and then keel over. I don't know. So just be careful with that. Use it lightly, sparingly. Now, we're gonna just roll this right up like a good little sushi roll that it is. It's very messy, so we're gonna put this on a plate because other people are gonna use this kitchen later. And once you've got it nice and tight, it's just kind of squeeze it, you know? You don't really have to roll anything. Once it's nice and tight, you just peel back the layers and voila! We're gonna have our own CJB try this as soon as we can get a hold of him. It looks so delicious, doesn't it? What do you think? What's the verdict? Yes, I knew it. I knew it. I'm a genius.
That wasn't good. Don't tell her I told you. Anyways, next, we're gonna bring you some relationship advice. Now, we thought very hard on who would be a great person to bring in on this. And we settled with Mr. Scotty Miller. So, now, relationships. Scotty, what do you got for us?
Thanks, Christian. Welcome back to another week of relationship advice with Scotty. So this week we're talking about relationships during this season, this Corona Christmas season, because we want your relationship with your significant other and yourself to be the best that it could possibly be. So rule number one, rule of thumb, is to keep your distance this Corona Christmas. All right. Not only is that going to protect you from the virus, but that's also going to keep you from getting annoyed with your significant other. Right. Basic rule of thumb, imagine Jesus is between yourself and your significant other, but he's laying down horizontally. All right. Rule number two, if you're a little bit short on cash like me this Christmas and you need to buy something for your significant other, you can always donate plasma. All right. It's a big needle that they stick in your arm and they take it out, but you can only do that if you're 18. So this rule does not really apply to most any of you. A few of you maybe, but not most of you. Now, if you do happen to have some money, do not spend it on your significant other, right? Because you're not going to be dating them next year probably. Treat yourself, you a queen, all right? Rule number four, if you're a man like me, this is for you. Just pick the place to eat, all right? Last time somebody did that, last time Eve did that, we all know the story. Okay, it didn't work out so well. And rule number five, don't missionary date, all right? If you're single, do not try and date somebody because you think you're going to lead them to Jesus. That's probably not going to work out for you. That's been relationship advice with Scotty. Back to you, Christian. Yes!
Thanks for that advice, Scotty. I don't need to worry because I am married and I have a job. Next, I want to bring in Kristin, and we are going to give some updates about what is happening in the upcoming weeks.
Hey, I'm here.
She's here.
Made it.
You're here.
Guys, wow. Christian, it's an honor to be in the studio with you today.
Welcome to Weekend Update.
Yeah, it's an honor.
So tonight, I want to talk a little bit about a video that was posted on our church Instagram. There was some exciting news, and I hope that they're excited, but I guarantee some of them haven't seen what happened.
You think some of them don't know yet?
I don't think so. Oh. You know what I mean.
Well,
Can you give us a little synopsis of what's going to happen?
Christian, I am overjoyed to tell you that on January 6th, we are coming back to youth group. Round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Yeah, January 6th, we'll be here in the building, 7 p.m., ready to hang out.
7 p.m. January 6th, not February, because that's what I thought it said. So, Kristin, I'd like you to explain a picture to us. For all those people who can't see this picture, I don't know what it is, but I'm very curious. Can you explain this picture to us? Is that you?
Oh yeah, that's me. Preschool graduation. I was a young tot. I have no idea who that man was.
The man behind you has a mullet, and I'm very intrigued.
Well, I graduated preschool in 1996, Christian.
You're old. Who's the young man sitting next to you?
Probably one of my BFFs.
BFFs.
I don't know.
Kristin graduating preschool.
I graduated preschool in 1996 at the age of 5, and then, struggled through school the rest of the way. But I have a college degree, and I have a job also. So.
Well done.
Yeah, thank you. Buy myself my own Christmas gift.
To end our night tonight, we want to bring to you our very own Miss Amy and Pastor Chris. They are new here on staff, but if you haven't met them, please go and meet them, and hopefully this is just a little glimpse into who they are.
Enjoy, and Merry Christmas.
Good evening. This evening we'll be reading a very COVID Christmas tale. 'Twas the week before COVID. 'Twas the week before COVID, and all through the world, not a creature or human knew what would occur.
Except for the bats. They all knew it was about to happen.
In the office we worked, we saw you guys and dreamed all the 2020 visions we never would see.
And there were lots of good plans. Wait, what were they planning? We're both new. We don't even know what they were planning. It could have been terrible.
Moving on. We snuggled up tight. We thought the winter was the worst of it, but soon we would find out that much worse would be creeping in.
And then it hit. That was it. The whole world just quitting on us the way that we felt betrayed when Thanos snapped his fingers.
There were shutdowns and quarantine, murder hornets and tragedy, but the toilet paper shortage put us all in a tizzy.
Man, my family and I don't even use toilet paper, and we were worried.
With hand sanitizer and Clorox, masks and some distance, ministry went on and it was all fun, no business.
But still COVID. Weren't people concerned?
We've made the most of this year. It wasn't ideal, but we've had a lot of fun, and it's been real.
Yeah, real dumb.
So as we leave 2020 behind us with sadness, we look to 2021 with all joy and gladness.
Hashtag hindsight is 2020. Hashtag new year, new us.
Merry Christmas to each and every one of you humans. We love you so much, and we wish you were with us.
See you in January for more fun and adventures. We hope that this time the Rona won't get you.